What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs, I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Oh, we're here. Well, hello. I feel like I ain't did this in a while. So this is for old school people who ain't seen me do this in a while. What up? What's good? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I am back. Not for another review though. But I am back, y'all. What is going on, y'all? Oh my God. I had a good day yesterday. I went out, hung out with some friends. Just had a really good day yesterday, y'all. What is going on? Let me post this stuff to the Instagram and on the community wall so the people can't say that I ain't let them know that we live. Anyway, how's y'all week going? It's Monday. It is Monday. I'm just so glad that I didn't have to rush and try to create a manic Monday because we did an actual silly Saturday. I wore this jacket today to show y'all. Remember I told y'all that that I had that same jacket that Tyrese had. Hold on, because somebody gonna think I'm gonna see if I can put that. Hold on, let me put it in the hold on. Let me show you what I mean. I ain't making this up. Hold on, hold your line. I'm gonna say hey to everybody in just a second. Hold your line. Okay? Hold on for a moment. Let me get my life in order. All right. Where is it at? I know we was just talking about it the other day. Oh, here it go. It was in the hashtag ABCs. It was in the hashtag ABCs. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Here it go right here. See the jacket right there? See what I'm talking about? He be trying to copy me. I mean, he was born like 2 days before me. Like he was literally born exactly like 2 days before me. He still ain't shit though. The bitch ain't shit. He's a part of that 13th astrological sign that nobody else seems to be a part of. Y'all give me a second while I post this on the community wall that we live, and then we'll get this party started. Hold on just for a moment. If you wasn't here for Silly Saturday, I don't know what to tell you. We had a good ass time. We had a good ass time. We was here late for Silly Saturday too. All right. There we go. All right. So even if you didn't get no notifications, we still here. We still made sure we put something out. I want the people to think that when you care about, see his jacket, my jacket. His jacket with the two stripes, my jacket with the two stripes. Same jacket. It's the same jacket. He be trying to copy me. Child. Anyway, let me say hey to y'all. Hey, Complex 613, looking good over there. Lock Queen, how them locks doing over there? My love, my doll, Universal Goddess is here. Universal Goddess, are you enjoying the members only chat? I know you wanted the new people to the members only chat. Are you enjoying yourself over there in the members only chat? I tried to tell you they be clowning over there. Diamond Pro Jim, how you doing, boo? Jeannie, what is good, girl? What's good, girl? Crazy Homebody girl, how are you doing? Crazy Homebody girl, I keep trying to tell you the members only chat is where it's at. That's where they have all the fun. Hey, Catherine Powell. Hey, how you doing, boo? Quake Simmons, how are you, love? Volvo, hey, Cookie, Yana, you are here, and I'm glad to see you. Paul, what's good, Paul? What you got going on today? Who you got over there today, Paul? Tracy C is in the building, one of our head hall monitors. Tracy W is here, the second half of our Doublemint twins. Angela is here. What's going on, Gert? What is going on, Auntie Kim? How you doing, Auntie? How you doing today? Morgan, you know I'm always glad when I see you in the building. Tanya, there go my boo. Hey, Tanya, boo. What is going on? Montrez, what's good, bruh? Miss Bay Thing, how is everything over there in the Bay Area? All right, China White, how you doing? Child, I had just left the day party. It was not child. Go back and watch. We had a good time. China White, a real good time. Hey, Green Girl, what's good? What is good? Child, you know they be silly. Ronald, what's going on? What is going on, Ronald? How are you doing? Ronald, one of the new people over there in the members only chat too. I told y'all who not to sit next to in the members only chat. Do not sit next to Xavier. Do not sit next to Harold. Anyway, y'all go ahead and claim y'all seat next to y'all bestie, next to y'all BFF Jill. Don't mind this. I had to go do some blood work with my doctor today, and they took the IV by my like from like my wrist. They were like, "Oh, you got a big vein right there. We're gonna stick it right there." So they, drew the blood from right there. That was real weird to me. I was like, I've never had blood drawn from right there. They were like, "You got such a big vein right there," and they were like, some lady was like, insist. I was like, "Okay, take it out." Child, you missed it, Yana. Child. It was good, Yana. We had a good time. So if you see this bandage, I'm all right, child. I'm all right, child. Don't worry about me. That's just where they drew blood from today. Because I was like, well, why do you? I was like, okay, child. You went to the doctor today too? Yeah, child. She just wanted to check on some stuff, get some blood work. Never fear, we are good over here. So y'all ready to get this party started? Y'all done claim y'all seats next to y'all BFFs, next to your good Judy. Child, you went to a boat party, child. Child, we were having a good time. You said the doctors always struggle trying to find a vein on your mom's arm. You know, I think my vein, well, the veins on my left arm are much better than the veins on my right arm. And I told the lady, just go with my left arm, but she was insisting in going on my right arm. And so she was looking at my veins. Then she looked at my wrist and she said, it's a real big vein right there. I said, okay. She got real excited about it too. She was just real excited. I said, okay, girl. She said, you're not a screamer. I said, no, I'm good, honey. You can poke me. I get poked all the time, honey. I'm used to getting poked. She started laughing. But we had a good time with it. A real good time with it. I got my flu shots. I need to get my COVID shot. That's what I forgot. But I'm supposed to, my doctor says she doesn't have the COVID booster injection. So she told me to go by either CVS or Publix or Walgreens, see if they got it. Because she said they told her she might not get hers till like the end of the month. Excuse me. So I'm going to try and go get that done. Anyway, who else coming in here? We ready to get this party started. Hey, Miss Kiki, Simera, cha. Y'all go ahead and claim y'all seats by y'all BFFs. Child, you said you cried at the sight of a needle. Child, listen, I got a friend who's a nurse. My friends say people be really carrying on. They always get excited for big vein. Janae, she was real excited. She said, ooh, that's a big one. I say, okay, girl, child. Yeah, I know. She told me, she said I could go to Walgreens, CVS, or the Publix pharmacy, and they have them. So I'm gonna go buy one of them probably tomorrow. I already got my flu shot the other day. But I need to get my COVID. Child, that's what, baby. You say you cried this I needed. My friend who are dirt, she said, baby, that the way people be carrying on. She said the crazy part is it be the people who be having like a whole body full of tattoos. But then you try to stick them with a needle and they fall it on the floor and pass it out. I said that don't even make sense. They got a whole body full of tattoos, but you try to stick them with a little needle and they ready to pass out. Child. We gonna talk about it, Miss Pretty Amazing. You know this is what we do. We ain't new to this, Miss Pretty Amazing. We true to this. We always talk politics over here. Okay. Speaking of which, are y'all ready to get this party started? Put a Shondo in the chat if you ready to get this party started. Child, them needles don't bother me at all. Go ahead and stab me up, honey. Oh, some of your Walmart stores have boosters at the pharmacies too? Okay, great. Thank you for letting me know, Tanya. But you know it's a Publix. Tanya, you know it's a Publix right here next, right by my house. So I'll probably go right across the street to the Publix right here by my house. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get this party started. Go ahead and claim your seats up. Larry. Oh, Larry. We need you, Larry. Larry, it is time for you to come usher in our Sugar Spike segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I now present to you one Mr. Larry Myers to help us usher in your Sugar Spike segment.
God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So now, I want to fight. Daddy gave, his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Now listen, y'all. I gotta be real serious. You notice I don't even have the story up here yet. Listen. Y'all pray for me on this first story. Now, those of you all who've been rocking with me for a long time, Y'all know it's always certain stories I tell y'all that I purposely avoid, because when I talk about those stories, they make me get emotional. They really, really, really make me spike out. And I try just with everything in me to just avoid the stories. And I know I'm supposed to bring the stories to you, but because for my own mental well-being and wherewithal, I just avoid them. Our first story is one of those stories that I tell y'all all the time. I avoid this story, but there was an update. It is sugar spiky, and unfortunately, I have to bring it to you. So y'all pray my strength in the Lord to get through this first story. I'm gonna try and get through it as quickly as I can so that I can maintain, my own mental stability. Because this one story always just all right. I just had to get that out. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord to get through this story. I'm just telling you, because this is, hey Sharice, what's going on over there on the West Coast? Because this story always all right. So in our first sugar spiky story, I have an update. This is an update to the Elijah McClain story, the case involving him. Y'all know I have been very vocal about. I don't even try to cover the Elijah McClain story because it takes me places. So there is an update that came this past Friday, and for some reason I missed it. I missed the update. I didn't see it in my timelines, and otherwise I would have brought it to you on Silly Saturday. Nevertheless, I did see it today, and I said I got to bring you this update. Let me read this to you. The prison sentence for one of the former paramedics convicted in the 2019 death of Elijah McClain was vacated by a Colorado district court judge. Let me read that again. The prison sentence for one of the former paramedics convicted in the 2019 death of Elijah McClain was vacated by a Colorado district court judge. Peter Chichenik had been found guilty of criminally negligent homicide last year and will now only face a 4-year probation period. In a motion to reduce his sentence, the attorneys wrote he is an quote individual with no history of violence and no prior criminal history and is not an ongoing risk to the public, end of quote. On Friday, the court determined sentence reconsideration is appropriate. According to the Denver Post, Judge Mark Warner said in Friday's court hearing that he was vacating the sentence due to, quote, unusual and extenuating circumstances, and they are truly exceptional in this particular case, end of quote. The Colorado Attorney General's office also said this week's court decision was made due to, quote, unusual circumstances, end of quote, in Chichenik's case, but did not elaborate. Chichenik was a paramedic for Aurora Fire Rescue in 2019 when he responded to the scene where McClain, a 23-year-old black man, had a confrontation with the police. McClain, a massage therapist, had been walking home and police stopped him. I'm not going. We know the details. I can't walk back through that. He was originally sentenced to 5 years in prison, which was already a travesty of justice that he only got 5 years in prison. That was this past March. He was sentenced. And that was the minimum possible sentence and a complete travesty of justice. After that, Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser issued a statement saying in part that the sentence sent a, quote, strong message that no profession, whether a paramedic, a nurse, a police officer, an elected official, or a CEO, should be immune from criminal prosecution for actions that violate the law and harm people, end of quote. After Friday's decision, Weiser released a statement saying, quote, after considering the evidence, a statewide grand jury indicted Chichenik and a jury of his peers found him guilty of his criminal acts that led to the death of Elijah McClain. We are disappointed the court reduced his sentence today, but we respect the court's decision. End of quote. Uh, during his training, Chichenik testified that his training during his trial, he testified that his training never provided a warning that ketamine could kill a person. The International Association of Firefighters says the judge's decision acknowledges the challenges faced when making split-second decisions. In a statement, their president wrote, quote, while nothing can undo the tragic events of Mr. McClain's death, the IAFF is relieved that the court recognized the need for fairness and justice in this case. End of quote. I can't read no more, y'all. I'm really having a real hard time. I'm spiking out, y'all. I am having a very, very, very hard time with this. I just reading through this, understanding that you already have where they basically the police officers are going to face no penalties. This was the paramedic that actually injected him with the ketamine, and now even though he was sentenced to 5 years, he's going to be let out of jail and now only going to get 4 years of probation. And now people are celebrating this, and now we have basically this young black man that was doing nothing but walking home and is dead, and nobody's going to have to face any consequences. And he is dead at the hands of these people for doing nothing. They had no reason to stop him. They had no reason to put him in a headlock. They had no reason to inject him with copious amounts of this drug that later killed him. And now they're going to be basically sent out back into the public, there to kill more people. I just can't. I don't have the I don't have the emotional and mental wherewithal to really break this down. I can't even go off like I want to and spike the hell out on this because I don't have the emotional wherewithal to do that. I tell y'all all the time, this is one story that I avoid like the plague, because you come over here and you expect a certain level of professionalism. We don't get into our emotions over here. We don't be doing all of that over here. I purposely don't cover the Elijah McClain story because every time I see this young man's face and I think about his tragic death, it cuts me deep, 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 because I vividly remember being a 14-year-old little L Teddy at 14 years old, living in Liberty City. Same situation. I ain't doing nothing but walking home at night from the store and being put in a similar headlock. The only difference is they ain't called nobody, no paramedics out there. The only thing that saved me, because I was damn near blacking out myself, was the fact that they got a call over the radio saying everybody report, somewhere else for another crime that was going on. But I don't have it in me, y'all, and I apologize. Usually y'all know I'm usually really good about these stories. I will bring them to you. I will go through it. I will break it down for you all. I will talk about the injustices. I will talk about how horrible it is, but I just cannot do it with this story, y'all. I'm sorry. I know I'm better than this. I apologize. I vehemently apologize. I just can't. It just really, really shakes me to the depths of my core, and I cannot. I don't have the energy. I know I don't have the emotional capacity to really unpack this like it should be, and I apologize for this. But I didn't want this travesty of justice to not be known and not heard. I didn't want you to not know what happened, because what will happen is this will slide under the radar, and they won't even let you know that they don't let these people basically go scot-free for murdering someone's son. We're gonna move on. But that's the update. Hey, Monk Chip. Well, Larry, can you come? Larry, I need you, Larry. Larry.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long now, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus!
I wish somebody help me.
Sorry, y'all. I had to break out the fan. Woo. Almost took me out. I had to break out the fan, y'all. That story almost took me out. Almost took me out. Lord. But we're back. And better than ever. I got this. We got this. And thank y'all. Lord. Jesus. Anyway, the big news coming off the weekend is a second attempt at the life of former President Donald John Trump. The man you see on screen is the suspect and perpetrator. Now, this happened while Donald John was doing his favorite thing. No, we're not talking about grabbing women by the pussies. Nope, that wasn't what he was doing at the time, although that is one of his favorite things to do. He was actually playing golf, which he did more. He did more golfing during the years 2017 through 2020 than until from January 2017 to January 2021. He did more golfing than he did governing, but that's a whole different story. That's a whole nother ball game. Anyway, he was out there doing his favorite thing, golfing in Palm Beach, Florida. And this young man you see on screen had an AK-47 style weapon, and he was in the bushes. Now, I'm sure there's some people in the bushes right now that would love to take my ass out. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. There's some people in the bushes right now that would love to have an AK-47 and probably take my black ass out. However, just like y'all ain't get sun-kissed man, Mr. Tangerine himself, y'all ain't gonna get me either. So, but he was in the bushes. One of the Secret Service agents saw him and they fired a weapon at him. He jumped over the gate, got in his car. A witness saw him and he jumped and he drove in his car, and they caught him in Martin County. Now, Martin County is, I believe, is the next county over. It's Martin, then St. Lucie County. Yes. So Martin County, because it's Palm Beach County, then Martin County, then St. Lucie County. So they caught him on the side of the road. They pulled him over. They put out an APB. Hey, Nessa, what's going on? Put him over. He was arrested. Now, they say the man is from Hawaii. I'm guessing he flew all the way over here. That's a long-ass flight for you to miss the shot. Baby, if I'm flying halfway around the world, that's halfway around the world. You done flew from Hawaii to Florida. Baby, you done flew halfway around the world only for you to miss. Now, they say he builds housing for homeless people in Hawaii. That's what they said he did. He does. They say he even went over to Ukraine and tried to recruit people to, fight on behalf of Ukraine to defend itself from Russia. They said at one point he said he supported Donald Trump. Then at one point he said he did not support him. He's all over the place. I mean, who knows what's going on upstairs? I mean, when you willfully are trying to make assassination attempts um presidents or former presidents, you either one are mentally unstable or two are ready to check out of here. Because a lot of those people who do that, they just go ahead and say, "Oh, you coming for me? Let me just go ahead and check out and take my own self out." That's what they usually do. Now, he's already went to federal court, and he had several federal charges. What were the charges? His name is Ryan Wesley Ruth, Routh, Routh. What was he charged with? Where are the damn charges? But they stopped him off I-95 in Martin County, which is the next county up from Palm Beach County. That's not next county north, I should say, of Palm Beach County. Okay, here's two charges. What are the charges? Why can't I find the goddamn charges? God damn it. I can't find them to save my goddamn life. Unless I'm probably just missing it. I'm trying to read real fast. And I know it's in this damn paperwork. I'm just skipping over it. Stupid L Teddy. They tell me how much he can get a maximum of 20 years in prison. I can't find it. I apologize, y'all. I'm so much better than this. That first story just threw me off all. I can't be thrown off all day now. I'm getting everything but the damn charges. God damn it. Oh, he's accused of possessing a firearm despite being being a convicted felon and possessing a firearm with an obliterated serial number. Those are the two charges. Possessing a firearm despite being a convicted felon and possessing a firearm with an obliterated serial number. Jesus. Lord. Took me long enough. Anyway, I mean, he's going to jail for the rest of his life. I do want to clear something up because on social media and even as I was watching some other people try to report on this, people have been saying that presidents get Secret Service for the rest of their lives. That's not true. The last president that will receive Secret Service for the rest of their life, I believe, is Bill Clinton. The Congress passed a law while President George W. Bush was in office, and that law stated that presidents would get Secret Service for 10 years after they are removed from office. And after that, they're not guaranteed to have Secret Service after 10 years after they're removed from office. They could still have their own private security, of course, but they're not it's not required that they have Secret Service detail for the rest of their life anymore. And I believe the last president who will be grandfather and he'll have it for the rest of his life, I believe Clinton is the last one. If it's not Clinton, then it's definitely George W. Bush. If it's not Clinton, then it's definitely George W. Bush will be the last president that will have it for the rest of their life. But it's either Clinton or Bush, because I know Obama, I believe Obama his is almost up. Like after I believe 2017, hey, that's it. I mean 2027, that'll be it. That'll be it for Obama. And Donald John, if he does not win the election, he won't have, it'll be 10 years after he left the office, which was in 2021. So there you have it. Well, here's something I learned. So when I was in Philadelphia last week, Tuesday, the day they had the election, not the election, the debate, right? I was at a work conference. Me and my coworker, we were in Philadelphia. We went to this good place that served like lobster rolls. Awesome place. But anyway, we didn't know that the restaurant was like the next block over from from where Kamala was staying. So we were in there. Some Secret Service agents came in there, and then it was just real fine. Oh, he was so fine. He came and he sat at the table next to him. So I'm sitting with my coworker. She's scared to talk to him. You know my ass. I'm looking at him, lusting, getting moist. I said, "Hey, do you work for the Secret Service?" Because he had the whole earpiece in and everything. And he had, 3 phones, and you could see the little radio in the back part of his suit jacket or whatnot. I said, "You work for the Secret Service?" He says, "Yes, I do." I mean, he had the little Secret Service lapel pin anyway. He was like, "Yeah, I'm here, Kamala's there, just a block over." And I was like, "Oh, okay, you're on her detail." He said, "Well, it doesn't really work like that in right now." He says, because they're really short staffed. He says that it's hard to get a lot of Secret Service right now. But he said his job at the time. Now I don't know if he was telling me the truth or not, because sometimes they got to tell you a lie so to put you off the path, so you ain't, But anyway, he said that he was guarding the door where she comes out, because she comes out like a back door or whatever. He said, "I'm guarding the back door where she comes out, because she can't come out the front door of the hotel or wherever she's staying in Philly." I said, "Oh, okay." He said, "Yeah." His name was Perry. Now, I do know from a friend of mine who used to work Secret Service that they're not allowed to give their real last name. So they're always Secret Service and a last name, but it's never their real last name. So he was like, "But in the Secret Service, special agent Harden." I was like, "Oh, okay." I knew that wasn't his real last name, but his name was Perry. I could tell he was of mixed race, because he was good caramel, but he was a light enough caramel where I could be like, "Oh, okay." And he had the kind of curly hair, almost like Moroccan have, but his curls were a little looser. But he was real fine. You could see the muscles bulging through his suit jacket. He grew up, born and raised in DC, moved out to California, and then but he plans to he's already got an assignment. He is going to be on Kamala's detail, so he's going to end up moving back to DC. He is not married. He's been working for the Secret Service for 4 years. He went to, where did he go to school? Listen, don't ask me how I got all this information in a 5-minute conversation with him, because he had already became my husband and he didn't even know it yet. But my coworker, we left there. My coworker said, "How the hell you know this man whole life story in a 5-minute conversation?" I say, "Girl, I know how to work a room, okay? Us old school girls, we was in the lifestyle before there was a Jack, before there was a grinder, before there was a BGC, before there was any of that. When we had to go talk to the boys for real and get their whole life story, honey. Baby, I got all the details. He don't got no kids, because I show asked." I didn't ask if he had a girlfriend, but that ain't matter. You ain't married, good. Girlfriend don't matter to me. I don't care. What your girlfriend got to do with me? I'm not trying to hear that. See, girlfriend. We don't care about your girlfriend. Child, he was already married to me in my head, girl. Tracy, girl, Tracy. Girl, he was already married to me. Girl, we had to already went down the aisle, jumped the broom, went to our honeymoon in Bora Bora. Girl, we had to already did all of that. Girl, Tracy, you was already sitting over there on the right-hand side at the reception, over there guzzling, because you had to snuck in your bottle of Hennessy in your purse, Tracy, because I saw you over there in the reception, over there to the right-hand side. You and my cousin was over there throwing them back, because you had snuck in a bottle of Hennessy, and my cousin had snuck in a bottle of Remy Mar. Mind you, we had an open bar with premium shelf liquor, but y'all still had to sneak in y'all own, shit, because y'all don't drink other people's shit. Y'all drink y'all own shit because y'all bougie like that. Girl, I got a whole story. A whole story. Yeah. See, Trace, you got to have it somewhere that's real exotic. So the people you don't want that can't afford it, they can't go or be like, oh, we're having our wedding over in Bora Bora. And the bitch look like they start looking up ticket prices like, oh, I don't know if I can make that. Yeah, because you got to pay for ticket prices and your hotel stay. So I don't know what to tell you, honey. Yeah, Kamala came and did a host. Did a whole toast too. Right, Jeannie, because that's one of her agents, and she came, and we had her roped off. We had her in the specialist section. We wanted her and Doug to have their own little seat, and we told her she can't bring them kids though. You can't bring them the kids. They not on the guest list. No. But he said he's done detail for the Obamas. He's done details for I asked him if he did detail for Donald John. He said he's not done detail for Donald John, but he said if they give it to him, that's where he goes. But he says the problem is they're real short staff. So he said it used to be where you would have like one person or a couple, like one or two people that would be permanently, on one person. But he said for a couple reasons, for security reasons, they don't do that anymore. But also because of personnel reasons, they don't just have one person. Because if you just have one person, then if somebody really trying to get at them, they already know who to look for. If they see somebody in that vicinity, they know, oh, so and so is coming. So they said for security reasons, they try not to do that no more, but also because of personnel. Girl, I had done got that whole thing in 5 minutes, a 5-minute conversation. Anyway, I don't went on. Y'all don't let me get all the way off. The man tried to shoot him and it didn't work. So because let me. Okay, this is where I put on my security. Not my security. My conspiracy theorist hat. Hey Jim Bunny, what's going? You change your picture, Jim Bunny? Ain't nobody tell you could change your picture out here, girl. Just be changing your picture on us. I love it though. I love that green. Green, my favorite color. Anyway, so conspiracy theorists like myself sometimes we are thinking that since Donald Trump got his ass dog walked in that goddamn debate, now they need to change the news cycle. So here we go with another failed attempt. That's what the conspiracy theorists are saying. I'm just saying. Child. So then y'all's boy Elon Musk decided he was going to tweet this out. See, this is the fuck shit that I be talking about. I want y'all to read that. Let me make it big because maybe y'all can't see it. Let me, there it is right there. Y'all, let me let y'all read that. This is the fuck shit that we got going on. This is the fuck shit that we got going on. This is why I tell y'all I don't get into arguments with these people that be talking about voting for the other side. I do not get into arguments with these people because basically what you're doing is you're asking and inciting people to go out and assassinate this woman. That's what you're doing. Is that not what he's doing? Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Now he deleted the tweet, but sir, once you put it out there, it's basically, etched in stone. They had to already grab that. And then he tried to walk it off. Hold on, let me give y'all what he said. Hold on, what this bastard said. He said, now within an hour, it was viewed by 1.3 million people, and reposted more than 3,000 times. And then he took it down. And then after that, he's going to tweet this, quote, well, one lesson I've learned is that just because I say something to a group and they laugh doesn't mean it's going to be all that hilarious as a post on X, end of quote. And then 2 minutes later after that, he followed it up with another tweet saying, quote, Turns out that jokes are way less funny if people don't know the context and the delivery is plain text. End of quote. No, bitch. We know exactly what the fuck you meant, you raggedy ass piece of human excrement. We know exactly what the. Why ain't nobody trying to? What if somebody put? Why isn't anybody trying to assassinate you? You'll be done lost your mind. Lost your mind. You would have been. You would have removed that person from Twitter or X. You would have blocked their IP addresses. You would have had every law enforcement agency this side of heaven to try to find out and investigate who this person is, where they are, and have them locked up. Had anybody made this type of tweet and had your name in it. But it's so easy for you to flippantly just put this out there about the sitting president of these yet to be United States of America and the sitting vice president of these yet to be United States of America. You can carry your stinking ass back over to fucking South Africa and stay the fuck there and leave us the fuck alone. That's what the fuck you could do. This is what we got going on. Hey, David. Just be. Oh God, I can't with these people. I can't with these people. And see, let me tell you the difference. The difference between, because Obama faced so much racism and bigotry, but a lot at that time, a lot of people tried to be a little more covert, inconspicuous with their racism. Remember, when Donald John ran for president, he ushered in this wave of, oh, we're going to be overt, we're going to be open, unabashed, unbridled in all of our racism. We're going to let it display like a set of titties at Mardi Gras. Let them all hang out. Hey, Demetria. And so now these people are full-throated in their racism and ain't trying to hide it. And that's the difference. And that's what makes it much more dangerous, because these people they tried to fucking murder the vice president. When Donald John they tried to murder his vice president. What the fuck do you think they would do to Kamala? This is what the fuck we got going on. But if y'all about that life, please be clear. We about that life too. This ain't y'all got the wrong people. Because us over here, the blacks, as y'all like to call us, we are ready. We are about this life. Please be clear. Because what you don't want to happen is you don't want a single hair on that woman's head touched. You don't want a single strand, a single follicle of hair on that woman's head bothered, teased, touched, grazed, or any of the other. Because I promise you, we're about this life and we ready. I'm just telling you what I know. This is not what you want, Mr. Musk. You and your people. This ain't what y'all want. I'm just telling you what I know. You can put out all the tweets you want to put out. Bruh. Understand. Y'all ready? So are we. Let me move on. Of course, Donald John would not be left out. Oh, no. I don't know who this is. He wouldn't be left out. Hey, Sean, what's going on? What's good, Fi? So he, after Elon Musk said all of that, so now, here's what Donald John told Fox News Digital today, quote, and this is what he said about the guy that attempted to take his life. Who are all these people calling me from strange areas? He said, quote, he believed the rhetoric of Biden and Harris and he acted on it. Their rhetoric is causing me to be shot at when I am the one who is going to save the country. And they are the ones that are destroying the country, both from the inside and out. They do it with a combination of rhetoric and lawsuits that wrap me up in. These are the things that dangerous fools like the shooter listen to. That is the rhetoric they listen to. And the same with the first one. End of quote. That's what he said. That's what he said. He also went on to say, quote, because of the communist left rhetoric, the bullets are flying and it will only get worse. End of quote. Now, if y'all don't see that as a dog whistle by him saying it will only get worse, that was a dog whistle. That's what that was. We see it all. We ain't new to this. We true to this. We know your kind, Mr. Trump. We know and see your dog whistles a long ways away. I'm just saying. Oh, you saying that's the Secret Service agent? He trying to call me? Oh, I ain't know. I should have answered, huh? Maybe he'll leave me a message. Oh. I'll wait. He'll leave me a message. We don't care what you got to say, Donald John. Get away from us. We done had a very stressful run your mouth so far. We don't have this time for your rhetoric. Kiss our ass and die slowly. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I saw this circulating. What this is, ladies and gentlemen, is so there are people, and this is coming from people on the right. Most of it's coming from the right, but you also see members of the far left, the far left progressive wing, where I hang out, my area. They've been. I've heard this over and over and over. So people are pointing to on the far left movement. There's a movement to regarding sex workers, where they want the decriminalization of sex work, because like we say, sex work is still work, and if you decriminalize it, then there won't be the stigma on it. People can earn an honest living. I mean, it's an honest living whether you decriminalize it or not. It's gonna happen either way. But so there's a movement for that. Now the right is using this to try to divide the left. That's why you hear a lot of right people talking about it. And what am I talking about? When Kamala was Attorney General of California, just before she became senator, she started the process that got backpage.com shut down. So she filed a lawsuit against the owners of backpage.com, citing that there was sex trafficking involved and that there might also be some involvement with children on it as well. And so but what happened is the DOJ got involved, and so because the DOJ took over the case, it removed California lawsuit, which was first. Theirs took precedent. Kamala then ends up getting elected a few months after that to Senate, and then she was on the Senate. Now there was a congressional hearing shortly thereafter in 2017 with the owners of backpage.com, and she laid into them, just went to town on them. Now people are pointing, because they like to say that she flip-flops. People are pointing to when she then ran for president in 2020 election, she had hinted that she was not opposed to the decriminalization of sex work, because at that time during her 2020 campaign, she was really reaching toward the far left faction of the Democratic Party. Those of us progressives and us way hanging off the way left end. And so she hinted at and talked about she wouldn't be opposed to decriminalization of sex work. Now she's back, saying no, by no stretch of the imagination is she for that anymore. So people are the writers pointed to her as flip-flopping on that. And when they talk about her flip-flopping, this is their attempt to try to divide the Democratic base, try to, because they know my faction of the Democratic Party, us progressive, we're easily incited. I mean, it don't take much to get us riled up. It don't take much to piss us the fuck off. Okay, now, and they know that, and they will play on that. And so, I just wanted to bring this up because if you hear this somewhere else, I don't want you to be ill-informed and not know what their talking points are going to be, or not be informed. Y'all know I like to put things out there and give you talking points and let you know what they're going to say before it becomes real big mainstream media conversation. So the owners of Backpage were, they lost their case, the federal case. They ended up going to prison and everything. Backpage, the whole page was seized by the federal government, DOJ, and everything. Like if you try to go to the page, that page was seized by the federal government. The owners of Backpage said, "Listen, we ain't got nothing to do with this. There's freedom of speech. The people want to, put things up there. They're not explicitly saying that they want to have sex with people. They're just, offering services. They're just not explicitly saying what it is, but they knew what it was. But California was the one that started it. And that was when Kamala was AG, and ended up, the DOJ ended up taking it over. So, no, this wasn't when she was DA. This is when she was AG. So I just wanted to give y'all that because I saw it's starting to make its round, and I wanted to give y'all those talking points before the other people say it. We still here for you, Kamala. Don't worry. So, where's all my IECNs? I need all my IECNs to step forward and let me say a quick sac passe to all my IECNs out there. Now, I'm not Haitian myself. However, I'm Haitian adjacent. I got enough friends that I grew up with and grew up around that's Haitian, that I'm Haitian adjacent, okay? Lord. Just saying. I know a little bit of Haitian Creole. I know enough to get a young man to come and do some horrible things to my body. I know enough to get that to happen. I'm just saying. Child. For those people who missed it, let me play play the video for y'all, because basically these people have basically said that they make the shit up. JD Vance basically admitted that they just made the story up, and they make the shit up just for the purpose of trying to get attention. Here you go. And they played a goddamn. I couldn't even get it out good. I was about to say, please don't play a commercial. Before I could even get it out good, there was a goddamn commercial. Damn you, commercial. All right, here we go.
The American media totally ignored this stuff until Donald Trump and I started talking about cat memes. If I have to,
but it wasn't just a meme,
create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dana, because you guys are completely letting Kamala Harris coast.
You just said that this is a story that you created. So the eating dogs and cats thing is not.
We are
accurate.
We are Dana, it comes from firsthand accounts from my constituents. I say that we're creating a story, meaning we're creating the American media focusing on it. I didn't create 20,000 illegal migrants coming into Springfield thanks to Kamala Harris's policies. Her policies did that, but yes, we created the actual focus that allowed the American media to talk about this story and the suffering caused by Kamala Harris's policies.
All right. So that was John David, James David, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't really care at this point. Admitting that they just be making this shit up because they're just trying to get the news cycle. That's all they're trying to do. Like you said, TJ, all my IECs right now have one, if not several family members that y'all can call, and by next week, his nutsack will be growing out of his cheekbones. I'm telling you what I know. Y'all might not believe in voodoo. Y'all don't have to. But you take your ass down to parts of Miami, Lil Haiti, North Miami, NB. You definitely take your ass down to the country of Haiti, Haiti. And you go in certain parts and you fuck with the wrong people, your ass will walk out there looking like a caterpillar. I'm not making this shit up. So, Nessa, TJ, where's So Jeff? I know all y'all got family members, great aunts, uncles, you know, people that y'all can call and make this shit happen. I'm just saying. You know, I know y'all know some people. I need y'all to make a few calls. Nessa, I know you do. Stop playing with me, Nessa. I know you do, girl. Girl. Because the way, but to be real serious about this, and every time I've talked about this, I've tried to be very, very serious about it. If you notice, I don't even try to bring up the things that they say, which is the things about them eating dogs and cats, because I know, and when I do bring that part up, if you notice, I don't joke when I talk about that, because I know how triggering and how sensitive that is to people who grew up Haitian, to people who as a child, that's not something new. That's a trope. If you have never grown up around Haitian people or aren't familiar with that diaspora or that community of people, those are very strong-willed people, very proud people. But a trope that they hear, and a lot of times from Black people, from Black Americans, is the trope that Haitians eat cat. That's something that they have to live with growing up as a child, and it's very triggering. And now when you have people that are trying to be the leaders of this country throwing these things out there, like it's just nothing, like just flippantly, with reckless abandon, with no understanding or no care about what it's doing to people, how it can affect people, how it can cause people to be, you know, in jeopardy of being hurt, harmed, or something else, you know, nefarious happening to them. It's dangerous. This shit is dangerous. It is dangerous. And so whenever they bring that stuff up, I try not to joke about it. I see people when they bring it up, they often laugh, and even if they don't mean poorly, but they do laugh about it, and they, you know, put memes and stuff like that. If I try not to, because I'm not Haitian, but I know the stories of what that does to them, and so something like that could be very triggering to that population. I just wouldn't want to make light of that kind of stuff, because every time, you know, someone of that descent has to hear that or be reintroduced to that, it's triggering. And I think we definitely do our Haitian brothers and sisters a disservice by laughing at these things or making light of it. So anyway, JD Vance, you can go to hell. Our last sugar spiky story, and I haven't done this story, and I kind of saw it last week. I think I first saw it, and I was waiting to see if I could get some more information, and so we're still waiting for a lot of information to come out. But I said that I didn't want to not do this story, because we do this over here. This is what we do. We ain't new to this. We true to this. We've been doing this for years now. We always speak their names. That's what we do over here. Those of you on my channel know we do not shy away from these stories. That's why I was apologizing about the Elijah McClain situation, because we don't shy away from these stories. We talk about these stories. We dissect them. We break them down. So if you have not heard, and you probably have at this point, this is Javon McGee. We do speak his name. His name is Javon. First name Javion. Last name is McGee, Magee. So, hold on one sec. Hold on for a moment, y'all. So, his story has gotten a lot of attention from TikTok. I believe it was his sister who made a TikTok video about him. Javon is a black man who lost his life at the tender young age of 21. And he was about to be 22. He was a truck driver, and he lost his life in North Carolina. Let me read this to you. Last week, authorities from the Vance County Sheriff's Office in North Carolina responded to the accusations of covering up the alleged lynching of 21-year-old Javon McGee. The truck driver and Chicago native was found dead in a rural area on September 11th. Police said. Authorities say he was found a short way from his truck, leaning against a tree with a rope around his neck. However, a woman who said McGee was her younger cousin made a TikTok video alleging McGee was found, quote, hanging from a tree, end quote, in Henderson, North Carolina. She also stated the police told her he went to Walmart to purchase the rope and hung himself. On top of that, she alleged the police wouldn't allow McGee's mother to identify his body, using a variety of excuses. However, authorities refuted those claims, leaving everyone invested in this story with even more confusion. According to Vance County Sheriff Curtis R. RYM, he said, quote, I understand there's over 1,000 hits on TikTok accusing the sheriff's office of not being transparent, not providing information to the family, and that is not true. There is not a lynching. The young man was not dangling from a tree. He was not swinging from a tree. The rope was wrapped around his neck. It was not a noose. There was not a knot in the rope. So therefore, it was not a lynching here in Vance County. End of quote. Now, the sheriff alleged that McGee bought the rope from Walmart. There are currently no signs of foul play, though it is still too early to call McGee's death a suicide, the sheriff told local reporters. Preliminary autopsy results have been shared with the family. The report showed signs of hemorrhaging around his neck, but no other signs of trauma. The official cause of death is still pending. Sheriff RYM also said the FBI and State Bureau of Investigation joined the probe into McGee's death, and that as of now, somebody from Washington, D.C. keeps calling me. Hold on one second, because I got family up there. Hold on one second, y'all. I knew it was the reason. That was family. I had to call them back. Anyway, where was I? Sheriff RYM also said the FBI and State Bureau of Investigation joined the probe into his death. As of now, McGee's family demands transparency and for the holes in the case to be filled with answers. The family hired legal representation to further support their claims that McGee didn't hang himself. Harry Daniels, the family's attorney, said in a statement that, quote, as of today, the authorities haven't shown us anything proving that this young man with no history of mental illness took his own life, end of quote. He also asked how could police expect the family to take their word when they won't even let the family view the body. Now, the TikTok video is saying that every time the mom tries to go view the body, they give her some excuse. No, they said they even gave the mom the excuse. Oh, you don't want to see your son like this. All this, that, and the third. I ain't never even seen nothing like that because that's one of the first things that's supposed to happen. You're supposed to let the family identify the body so you make sure you got the right person. We'll be monitoring this situation. There's still a whole lot of holes in this situation. There's a whole lot of situations or explanations that we still need with regard to this situation. But like I said, we'll monitor the situation and see what comes of it. But yeah, answers are needed because they said from what the family was saying, he was at Walmart because he's a truck driver and he had a haul that he had to deliver to Walmart. I don't know. Something don't sound right. We'll monitor the situation. Right. If he would have bought the rope from Walmart, Diamond Pearl Gem, wouldn't Walmart have surveillance video of him going in there buying the goddamn rope? They would actually be able to pull the receipt of him buying the goddamn rope. Where's my girl Tanya? Tanya can tell you. They can actually pull any receipt that they want to. They have surveillance video that can follow people from the time they walk through the parking lot all the way inside the parking lot, all the way inside the store to the time they exit the parking lot. So if all that is, who's doing the damn investigation? Because all of that is readily available. Did you go to Walmart and ask them if they could get the surveillance video for you? I'm just saying. Are we going to be allowed to do is the family going to be allowed to do their own autopsy and have their own forensic experts perform an autopsy? Because we don't trust you people. Right, the family said they won't let them see the body, Sharice, which is a mess. A whole mess. Only God knows, and you know how these law enforcement agencies are. I don't trust them at all. How can we trust that y'all aren't doing something to this body so as to make it appear to a forensic expert as if it was something that he did to himself? I just don't trust it. I'm just saying. We're going to monitor the situation. In other sad news, we found out last night of the untimely passing of Tito Jackson of the Jackson 5. Listen, everybody who I know named Tito, I just assumed they was named after Tito Jackson. Every black person, I know a few black people named Tito, and every black person I know named Tito, I always believe they named after Tito Jackson. I don't know why. To me, if you black and your name Tito, your mom and daddy named you after Tito Jackson, and that's just how it's gonna go. I don't know. That's the only Tito that I know. Tito Jackson. Well, that ain't the only Tito I know, but all the other Titos are younger than him. But certainly, we're certainly praying for the Jackson family. You know, they're as much as people talk about them, they are a very close family. They are a very close family. Those brothers and sisters are still not Tito made vodka. You know what? I'm not doing this with you. See, Tito's vodka is made in Austin, Texas. But now I read somewhere that he was just on tour with some of his brothers last week. Overseas somewhere. I read that somewhere. But we definitely send our prayers and condolences to the Jackson family. Jackie's still alive right now. The only two kids that have died are Michael and Tito. I mean, the ones that grew to adulthood. Now, if you read the story of the Jacksons, you learn about Catherine. One of her sons was a twin, and one of the twins died. I don't know if it was Marlon or Randy. I think it was Marlon. I think it was It's either somebody gonna fact check me on that. It's either Marlon or Randy. But when you learn the story of the Jacksons, Catherine talks about one of the younger sons. So it's either Marlon or it wasn't Michael. I think it was either Marlon or Randy. Had a twin, and the twin died. I think either in a hospital or really, really, really young. It was Marlon. Okay, it was Marlon. Thank you. Hey, Xavier. Hey, Angela. So he died really, really either at the hospital or really, 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 really young. So I'm not really including him, but other than that, it's Michael and now Tito. And all of the other kids are still living. So Riri's still alive. Because Tito, now where does Tito fall? Was Tito older than Jermaine? Yes. Tito was older than Jermaine. Because Tito is older than Jermaine and older than Latoya. So I think Tito is number 3. I know Riri is the oldest. Riri, I know, is the oldest. Centipede! And then Jackie is after Riri. And then I think Tito is right after Jackie. And then after Tito, I think is Latoya. And Jermaine is after Latoya. Right? Because yeah, after Tito, so y'all told me I'm right. That's right. I think Latoya is 4, and I think Jermaine is 5. Or I might have them mixed up. It might be Jermaine 4 and Latoya 5, but I think Latoya is 4. And no, Tito is not the oldest boy. Jackie is the oldest boy. So okay, I got that right. So it's Riri, Jackie, Tito, then Latoya, then Jermaine. Oh, you say Jermaine is after Tito. Okay, I thought Latoya was after Tito. So you say it's Jermaine after Tito, then Latoya, and then Marlon, and then Michael, then Michael, Janet, and then Randy. Randy is the youngest. Okay. Child, we used to know about the Jacksons. Now you got to know about the Jacksons. You grew up in the right area. You know about the Jacksons. Everybody know Tito. Tito used to be playing that goddamn guitar. Now Tito used to play the hell out of that goddamn guitar, dancing, singing, and playing the guitar. Now y'all know his sons is the boys 3T or whatever. What was that group's name? No, I thought Randy was the youngest. Is Janet the youngest? I thought Janet was older than Randy. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I really thought Janet was older than Randy. I thought Randy was the youngest. But you're probably right. Janet probably is the youngest. I could be wrong. Y'all probably right. So, but I lost my train of thought. What was I about to say? Anyway, they were a tight-knit family. Tito used to be over there playing that goddamn guitar. His son, that's what I was about to say. His sons is the group 3T. Those are his sons. And they had a touching tribute to their father that they posted on social media today. Like I said, the family is a close-knit family, so I know they're all grieving and mourning right now together. So we pray for the Jackson family. Certainly, I pray for my queen Janet. She loved her brother. So, yeah. May he rest in peace. Prayers and condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. Y'all see, they taking all the musicians out of here. Now listen. Now we had way last week when the story first broke. Were we not over here telling y'all we didn't believe none of this shit? We told y'all this last week, Thursday. What was that, Thursday? Yeah, it was last week, Thursday, when we reported on this. Yeah, that was last week, Thursday. On Run Your Mouth. We told y'all we didn't believe none of this nonsense. We told y'all all of this shit was staged. Y'all was over here fighting with me in the goddamn chat, telling me, oh, it ain't staged. Uncle Shay wouldn't do that. And I told y'all, Uncle Shay had a whole ass man. This woman right here, oh, that woman right there, Auntie Shay. We told y'all he had a man. We even came back on Silly Saturday and showed y'all how his former man that he broke up with, we even went down the man's Instagram page. Remember that on Silly Saturday? Going on over to Silly Saturday, we had a whole story. We showed you the man's Instagram stories where he said, girl, don't let him play in y'all face. Girls, we even played the video. We analyzed the video. We showed y'all there is no way that could have happened. Remember, he told us, oh, right before me and the girl got down, I just threw my phone on the bed and we got it down. Well, sir, if you threw the phone on the bed and then y'all got it down, according to you, things were happening a little too fast for that to really go down like that. We had a whole breakdown. Y'all can go back and watch Run Your Mouth from last week, Thursday, September 12th, or you can look at Silly Saturday from September 14th. We broke all this down. Now, why are you bringing this up again, El Teddy? I'm glad you asked. Well, Auntie Shay, Shannon Sharpe, is now in the news because what did he decide he wanted to do this morning? He went and posted on his Instagram that he was selling shirts that read, quote, "That's my Michelle," end quote. Now, Michelle, you know, is the name that he used when they had this whole stunt, when they had this whole staged Instagram live. God of mercy, God of love. That's the name that he called out. And in the tape, he said, "That's my Michelle," in the tape. And now this morning, he decided to sell merch, shirts that said it. But then magically, he took it down. All of a sudden, oh, because the people started to look into it. The more you talk, sir, the more we're forced to look at you. The more you force the investigators on the internet, because the internet is unbeaten. You think the FBI, the CIA, and the DOJ got law enforcement investigators? Oh, hell nah. They ain't got shit on Black Twitter, Black TikTok, and Black Instagram. And the people on Black Twitter, Black TikTok, and Black Instagram said, oh, you still got your mouth open? Well, let's start to look in it. And you know, once they start to look at your ex-boyfriend, stylists, once they started to look at his Instagram stories, they were like, now, wait a minute. And now what you thought this was going to help you, this whole staged sex, you thought that was going to help, you know, curtail the rumors of you having, you know, key card access to the Rainbow Coalition compound. It ain't help. So now the people looking more into it. And so magically you took it down. Because let's be clear, if this was a real thing, you're not going to make money and sell merch on this woman's name. This shit don't even add up. That shit, what? First of all, because you came on your podcast and said, oh, I'm so embarrassed because y'all expect me to be professional. And I work for a professional company like ESPN. And I have a responsibility as a journalist to do the right thing and be professional. But then you come out Monday morning with fucking merch? Are you fucking kidding me? Further trying to proliferate your lie about you being heterosexual. I mean, if you're gonna be straight, I can't too. I tell you all the time, I'm a straight man with a dick fetish. That's my only problem. I'm a whole ass straight man, just like Auntie Shay. I just happen to have a dick fetish, and you ain't gonna tell me no different. I'm just saying. I don't know what y'all want from me. Now he magically took these shirts down. And now we're forced to think about you, look at you, and further investigate you. Now, let me help you understand. Come to the whiteboard. Come up here to the whiteboard, Shay. Come up here to the white. Come stand next to the whiteboard. Now, listen. Let me help you understand something. The girls, not the girls with XY chromosomes. I'm talking about the girls with XX. I'm sorry, not the girls with XX chromosomes. I'm talking about the girls with the XY chromosomes. Them the girls I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the XX chromosome girls. No, we ain't talking about them. We talk about the XY girls. These girls are petty. These girls don't give a fuck. Can I tell you how many of the girls that got real stories on you are about to come out of hiding and start to tell their stories? And I promise you, it's going to be a few of them that's probably lying and ain't got a story, but they'll make it up and don't give a damn because that'll give them some clout. So you know the girls that got a real story, some of them girls don't give a shit about no NDA. Baby, you can have them sign all the NDAs you want. They don't give a damn. Child, Uncle Shay. First of all, even if I go with that whole thing being real, not staged, you really was in here blowing some woman's back out named Michelle, you are fucking trash. Because it goes from you accidentally having magically getting on Instagram Live when it takes like 868 steps to get on Instagram Live, but you magically getting on Instagram Live, and then you coming up and saying how embarrassing it was and how you're supposed to be professional, and then for you to create a shirt with that woman's name on it, how much trash are you? Like that's a next level offense. You are fucking trash to put this woman out there like that. Like, because the going sentiment is that this is some whore or some skank that just, you if we're to believe the story, some skank that you blew her black out. You took your you took your gas station pills and got your dick on hard and went and blew her back out in some trice because she's some cheap tawdry slut. And now you're going to put her name on a fucking shirt and try to make money off of it, and she ain't making no money? Oh, bitch, you're trash. But this fits the narrative. When you come from the NFL circles and you're trying to fit in and dispel the rumors of you having keycard access to the Rainbow Coalition compound, then you have to go the extra mile to prove that you can be, someone who disparages women, to fit in with the people who assault women, who disparage women, who use women, who abuse women. You have to try to fit in with them, right? And I guess this helps. Right, Montrez, who would even buy that? How did you think that was a good idea? Even if I was to go with this lie that you was really out here blowing some woman's back out and you magically got on Instagram Live, what kind of person does that make you? You are the lowest form of human excrement if you did that. But that's y'all boy, Uncle Shay. Y'all just gonna let him play in y'all face. Y'all just gonna let him play in y'all face. Go ahead. He wasn't never playing in our face over here. We already broke this down when the story broke. See, over here down to the L3027, we already broke this down. I'm just saying. He not playing in our face because we already saw this for what it was. Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting for my boy. I just call him TJ. I don't even know the man's name. I know his Instagram is Hollywood Mugler, but I just call him TJ. I don't know why I call him TJ, but I'm just gonna name him TJ. I'm just waiting for TJ to come out and just tell us all of this, give us the real. I'm just saying. You can have him, Xavier. I'm sure he'll let you. Anyway, sir, go with God. The Emmys happened last night. I didn't watch it, but I just wanted a gratuitous reason to have my boo thing, my baby daddy, on screen because he was so fine last night. He was so fine. Oh, he was looking good last night. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I just needed a reason to have him up here. The Emmys happened last night. And I'm sure some great people won. I ain't really care. I just wanted to see my boo. Oh, he was looking so scrumptious last night. Jesus God. See, he let the guns out last night too. Mm-hmm. Oh, child. The things that I would do. Child. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a moment. Oh, where's my fan? Oh, child. Here for all parts of it. All of it. All of it. All of it. Sickening. Child. You ain't see the arms last season of Abbott Elementary when they made him go and flirt with the principal, and he went out there and showed the guy. I was like, wait. You forgot. Wait a minute. Cause this is him right here. Do we need to remind you? You need a reminder? Do you need a reminder of what this young man got going on in case you forgot? Because we always have it. It's always on tap over here. We always have it on tap over here. Okay? Girl. Oh, wait. Ugh. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Oh, why is it so hot? Oh, it's so hot. Oh, it's so hot. Oh. Anyway, I just needed a reason to have him up here. Sir, I'm not gonna tell you to go with God. Just go over there, sit on my bed for me, please. Thank you. Child. Speaking of men, scantily clad. Well, the men that used to work for Abercrombie and Fitch, they are alleging a whole lot of things. Let me read this real fast to you. More men have stepped forward claiming to have been recruited and exploited at sex parties hosted by former Abercrombie and Fitch boss Mike Jeffries and his partner Matthew Smith. Sources are revealing that 8 men have given accounts of their experience at the debauched bashes, some claiming they were injected with liquid Viagra, sparking one abuse survivor to have an allergic reaction. They spoke out on the back of a BBC documentary last September, which exposed the sex parties curated for the entertainment of Jeffries, the former CEO of the clothing brand, and his life partner, Smith. The pair, aged 80 and 61 respectively, deny any wrongdoing, and clothing brand Abercrombie and Fitch denies knowledge of their existence, but does claim to be investigating the situation. 2 new episodes of the BBC's podcast, which first revealed the allegations alongside the Panorama documentary, features the account of several men who say they were molested at sex events held at Grand Hotel rooms in New York and across the globe. One man, given the name Luke to protect his identity, claimed he was recruited from a modeling website and guided into a hotel suite in Spain that had been dressed up to resemble an Abercrombie and Fitch store in a twisted role play scenario. He then alleged he was encouraged to pose as one of the store's infamous shirtless greeters to impress, quote, two very important guests, end of quote, which happens to be the CEO and his life partner, who then kissed. They then kissed him and tried to perform oral sex on him. The victim said, quote, I was trying to avoid the whole situation as much as I could, but Michael was very aggressive. I tried to say no repeatedly. I constantly was saying no, end of quote. His travel and accommodation was paid for, and he was given £3,300 in cash and made to sign an NDA. Another guest named Chris claimed he was injected in the penis with what he was told was liquid Viagra by one of Jeffries' assistants who was not medically trained. He felt hot and dizzy as a result after he was allegedly injected in the penis in a Manhattan townhouse that once belonged to the fashion boss. However, he claimed nobody called an ambulance. Instead, Jeffries and Smith are alleged to have tried to have sex with him. Former model Keith Milky, 31, was aware the parties would be sexual, unlike a number of his acquaintances, but he was not informed of what they would involve. And he was uncomfortable about what was later tasked with. On one occasion, he claimed he was told by Jeffries to have sex with another man despite identifying as straight. He says, quote, this was the exploitation of straight men. They didn't want gays. They wanted straight men that they could sort of coerce. You know, it makes it more fantastical. End of quote. The events are believed to have taken place from 2009 until 2015, shortly after Jeffries quit Abercrombie and Fitch amid growing criticism of the way he was running the firm. In January, the FBI confirmed it had an open criminal investigation into the allegations. I don't know what y'all want from me. I just read the stories. They injected the man's dick with liquid Viagra. What do you want from me? I don't know. I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm not doing this with you, Ronald. I'm not doing this with Ronald. Ronald! It does give the air of a Diddy sex party. Like I feel like this. We just read something from a Diddy sex party. I'm just saying. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know if he was there or not, Ronald. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what to tell y'all. I mean, go with God. I don't know. Go with God. In more news, the controversy never ends with this halftime performance. Like, y'all real pressed about this Super Bowl halftime performance. We don't give a fuck. Get over the shit, Lil Wayne. Your ass is not gonna be in the Super Bowl. We probably didn't want you there. Nobody wants to look at you, Lil Wayne. No one, no sighted person wants you in 4K on their goddamn television screens. Get over it. Now they're saying that the producer of the Super Bowl halftime show, what's his name? What's the man name? Jesse Collins. He's the executive producer of the Super Bowl halftime show, and he's been doing this since 2021. He said that he don't make the decisions, that Jay-Z makes all the decisions on who gets on the Super Bowl. He said, quote, this was in an interview with Variety magazine. Quote, it's a decision that Jay makes. Since we've been on board with that show, he's made it every year, and it's been amazing. He's always picked right. End of quote. And he picked right again this year because we don't want to see the human cockroach, Lil Wayne. We do not want to see him. He can go and do a private Super Bowl halftime show for Donald Trump because that's his boy. Going on over there to the next MAGA rally, and you could go do a whole show at the next MAGA rally. But we don't want you on our television screen. Sorry. What do you want from us? We don't want no parts of you, sir. I'm just saying. I don't care. If Jay-Z made the decision, thank you, Jay-Z. You finally got one right. You made the right decision, Jay-Z. We thank you. Every sighted person from sea to shining sea thanks you. Because I think I would have lost about 5 or 6 years on my vision had I had to have Lil Wayne, in 4K on my goddamn television screen. Because I can't do it. I'm just saying. You say you want to watch the train wreck, Ronald? I can't do it, Ronald. Exactly, Jim. But nobody asked for him. Going on over there to your MAGA rally, and you could do your big one over there at the next Trump MAGA rally, where it's gonna be like 35 people there. Anyway, go with Scott. Y'all seem to be mad with La Roche and Naomi Campbell because y'all claim that they shaded Rihanna. So apparently, in a video on Instagram, La Roche said on a video on Instagram, he said, quote, we don't go to shows like the other girls. We don't come with our tatas out or our chichis out. Very demure. To which Naomi Campbell, who was next to him, said, quote, very mindful. We don't give too much. It's not about showing yourself. It's about showing the clothes. End of quote. I paid attention to, they claimed that they was talking about Rihanna. I don't know if they was talking about Rihanna or not. I don't give a damn I don't pay enough attention to Rihanna like that to even give a damn about Rihanna. And I know it's a lot of y'all that love Rihanna. She alright, a big forehead ass. Anyway, not that you said which one is Naomi. I'm not doing this with you, Ronald. Not the hell. See, this is why. Ow! This is why y'all got to be serious in this class. These are serious topics. But when I be watching these people with these videos that be some of them just don't know what the word demure means. They just really don't. And I need for them to pick up. I mean, you could go online and find Merriam-Webster's dictionary online and get they'll give you the definition. They'll give the pronunciation. They'll give you synonyms. They'll even use it in a sentence. Go to dictionary.com too. One of them, I don't know. I don't know if they talking about Rihanna or not. I don't give a damn enough. I don't give enough of a damn about Rihanna or not and what she got going on. If the lady want to put her titties out, let her put her titties out. I'm just saying. Don't she got 2 kids though? But I'm saying, if you want to have your titties out, maybe it's easy access for you to breastfeed. Did she just have a child? I don't know. Child. Anyway, I don't care enough. Go with God. In our last story of the day, Tracy, I need a time check on Really Bees Live. Tracy, I need a time check. Or Xavier. Tracy or Xavier, I need a time check. So, apparently, we are finding out that it's being alleged that Puff Daddy threatened to slice J. Cole's throat. Let me read this real fast. Diddy allegedly threatened to slash J. Cole's throat when the two got into a fight over a decade ago over Kendrick Lamar's Control verse. Appearing on Tank and Jay Valentine's R&B Money podcast, Top Dog Entertainment president Terrence Punch Henderson shared his recollections of the scuffle, which took place at an after party in NYC following the 2013 MTV Video Music Awards. Without naming names, Punch detailed the story of Cole and Diddy getting into it at the exclusive party in front of a who's who of famous musicians and music and movie stars. Quote, the homie just did this song, right? Pissed a gang of people off. Everybody was mad at it. When the song came out, he was overseas. Then he came back to the States. First place we stopped in was New York City, and the first thing we do is say, let's go to the club because we want to check the temperature, see what everybody was on. LA stuff. We got to the club. One of the homies approached us and was talking about the particular record. So we're going back and forth. Oh, it's not personal. It's just this and that. It's cool. Whatever. Another one of the homies walk up. He looked drunk and said, yeah, y'all niggas need to go back and forth and keep it on wax or whatever. So the two dudes who approached us, they get into a little back and forth, a little argument with each other. Now, what we didn't know is they had got into an argument before we got there. The homie that got into it with the other one, he's sitting 2 steps down from me on the couch. Then they come back to him, the ones who got into the altercation earlier. He was like, if you ever say what you said to me earlier, nigga, ow. And he grabbed a bottle from the table and said, what you gonna do? He hit me on the head with the bottle. He was like, nah, I'm gonna break it on the table and I'm gonna cut your throat. It was getting tense, so the nigga standing on the ground reached up and tried to grab dude by the neck. So dude reached around and fired on him, and they both fell on the table, knocking all the drinks over. It's a scuffle. Now a huge scuffle, end of quote. And he went on to detail what happened during the fight. I don't really care. I feel like Diddy was just trying to fight him to feel on his meat. I feel like the only reason Diddy got in a fight with that man and tried to have a whole fight with him is to feel on J. Cole's meat. Anybody else feel the same way? I'm just saying. Oh, you say you don't see a live schedule? Thank you, Xavier. Anybody else feel that way? Why the hell else would Diddy get into a scuffle with J. Cole? Because see, let me help y'all to the game. This is the old queens. This is what the old queens used to do. Let me give y'all a little inside view of the Rainbow Coalition compound, the G corridor. The old queens back in the day, that was a real thing. The boys want to fight with you. The girls ain't never scared to fight. Girl, we scared to fight. Somewhere in that fight, you always fall on the ground and it gets to tussling instead of fighting. In the middle of that tussling, you're going to grab something or two. You want to get a good feel, especially if they're cute and fine. You're going to want to get a good feel, a good copy in. I mean, I'm just saying. You won't get a good feel in. So what was Puff Daddy doing? Bro said, oh, cute ass J. Cole? Yeah, let me get some of that. And conjured up a reason to be mad at him, telling him he'll slice his throat and all, I'll cut your throat and all of this. And now y'all rolling on the table, fighting and shit. He got a few feels in. He wanted to see how big it was. I promise you that's how that went. This is Puff Daddy we're talking about. I promise you that's how that went. Anyway, y'all, I don't know. I'm just saying he is cute though, Spicy Original. I'm just trying to tell you. I don't even like the light skinned boys like that. You know, back in my younger days, I used to like them light like that, but I don't really like them light like that. But I still would let J. Cole get a little something. Anyway, right, this was back in 2013. He was fine back then, Xavier. Girl, you know, Diddy tried to cop a feel, honey. Baby, he was trying to get it in, honey. He wanted to see how big it was. Anyway, I don't have nothing else for it. Diddy, we already know who you are. You've already been exposed. We don't really care no more. Come with God. That's all we got for y'all today. Yeah, that's all we got for y'all today. I have nothing else. I'm Whitney Houston. I have nothing. Did y'all enjoy yourselves today? Because I enjoyed y'all. If y'all enjoyed me, I certainly enjoyed y'all. We got well over 70 people in here, almost 80 people in here. Can y'all make sure y'all hit the like button? If you're not subscribed, can y'all make sure y'all also subscribe to the channel? And if you're so inclined, you can make a contribution to the channel. The Cash App is floating across the bottom, or you can join our membership and be added to the members only chat where filth and debauchery are always the word of the day. We have fun over there at the members only chat. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Tracy W, what you want from me? You got something else that I ain't covered that you need me to cover, Tracy W? Hey, Fran, what's going on, boo? Did I miss something, Tracy W? I don't know. This is supposed to be where I'm supposed to see y'all over there to Really Be. I don't even know what Really Be got going on. I don't know what she doing and why. I don't know what she got going on and what she doing and why she ain't live. Ain't going live right now. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing. But because normally I would just see y'all over there right now, but I ain't listen. Xavier said he ain't see no live for her, so I don't know what y'all want from me. Oh, you want to win? I can't help y'all because y'all just got monkey stomped at home. Y'all got monkey stomped at home. Now, I can't say too much because my beloved 49ers lost to the Minnesota Vikings, but at least that wasn't at home. That was over there in Minnesota. Y'all got monkey stomped at home. What, did y'all got beat by the New Orleans Saints? And they supposed to be garbage. Child. We might have to, every Monday, we might have to talk about the worst losses of the week. And to me, the Dallas Cowboys loss was the worst loss of the week. Didn't y'all just pay goddamn Dak Prescott the most money any NFL player has ever made in the history of the game? Y'all just paid him all that money only for him to still go out there and lose game. The man has never even won a playoff game. Never even won a playoff game. I'm just saying. The Ravens lost at home too. Who did they play yesterday that they lost to? I forgot who the Ravens. Oh, they played the Raiders. They lost to the Raiders. And the Raiders ain't supposed to be that good either. My 49ers got their ass monkey stomped too. I mean, I can't talk about nobody. But to me, that Dallas Cowboys loss was the worst loss of the weekend. It was. It absolutely was. A mess. Right. Crazy homebody girl. A mess. Just a damn mess. Yeah, the Ravens lost to the Raiders. They did. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I gotta go get something to eat. I gotta get something to eat before I got an interview tonight at 8:00 that I got to do. How many more interviews I got, Lord God? I got an interview to do at 8:00. So I'll be back on here at 8:00. You're welcome to come at 8:00. Yeah, so let me go get something to eat and rest up before that interview. That's all I got for y'all. Listen, as I always say, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Yeah, we about to get up out of here. Even my fantasy football team lost yesterday. I'm 0-2 in one of my fantasy leagues, y'all. I'm 0-2. I lost by 2 points yesterday. So mad. Anyway, y'all, CJ Stroud didn't give me enough points yesterday. They won that game, but I just didn't get enough points from them. God, Lord. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. Until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I love y'all.